Ever wondered how deep the roots of the British royal family tree go? Today we unravel the intricate tapestry of the British monarchy, tracing its lineage from the earliest known kings and queens to the present day. Get ready to encounter a plethora of intriguing figures, from the formidable William the Conqueror to the steadfast Queen Elizabeth II. We'll navigate through centuries of power, intrigue, and resilience. Join us on this fascinating journey through time as we explore the lineage of the British monarchy. Our journey begins with the establishment of the monarchy in the early Middle Ages. Enter William the Conqueror, the man who started it all. Born in Normandy, France, he claimed the English throne after the death of his cousin, Edward the Confessor. His victory at the Battle of Hastings in 1066 marked the beginning of the Norman conquest and a new era in English history. William's reign brought significant changes. He commissioned the Domesday Book, a detailed survey of land ownership, which laid the groundwork for a centralized system of government. He also initiated the construction of the Tower of London, a symbol of power and control that still stands today. After William, the throne passed to his descendants, creating the Norman dynasty. However, as the generations passed, their French roots started to blend with the English culture, leading to a new dynasty, the Plantagenets. The Plantagenets were a force to be reckoned with. They ruled England for over 3 centuries, from the late 12th to the late 15th century. During this time they made significant contributions to English history and culture. Henry II, the first Plantagenet king, established a centralized system of justice that laid the groundwork for today's legal system. His wife, Eleanor of Aquitaine, was a powerful figure in her own right, influencing the arts and culture of the time. Then there was King John, infamous for his role in the signing of the Magna Carta. This document, forced upon him by rebellious barons in 1215, is considered a cornerstone of constitutional law, limiting the power of the monarchy and protecting the rights of the individual. Under the Plantagenets, England experienced significant growth and transformation. They built castles, established universities, and even adopted a new language, Middle English, which paved the way for the modern English we speak today. The Plantagenets set a strong foundation, but the real dramas were yet to unfold. Stay tuned as we delve into the captivating histories of the Tudors and Stuarts, where power struggles, religious tensions, and iconic monarchs like Henry VIII and Elizabeth I take center stage. Enter the Tudors and Stuarts, 2 dynasties that shaped Britain in unimaginable ways. The Tudor dynasty, a family of Welsh origins, ascended to the throne with Henry VII, a shrewd and calculating monarch who ended the Wars of the Roses and established a new era of prosperity. Next came Henry VIII, a king known not only for his imposing physical presence but also for his tumultuous love life. His 6 marriages, motivated by both political alliances and personal passions, changed the face of England forever. The most infamous of these was his marriage to Anne Boleyn, which led to England's split from the Roman Catholic Church and the creation of the Church of England. Following Henry's reign, his daughter Elizabeth I took the throne. Known as the Virgin Queen, she ushered in an era of cultural renaissance, with the flourishing of arts, literature, and exploration, fondly remembered as the Elizabethan era. As the Tudor dynasty ended, the Stuart dynasty began its reign. James I, the first Stuart king, was a scholar and peace lover who united the crowns of England and Scotland. His son, Charles I, however, was a different story. His belief in divine right and his clash with Parliament led to the English Civil War, a bloody conflict that ended with his execution. In the wake of the war, England experimented with a republic under Oliver Cromwell, but soon the monarchy was restored. The Stuart reign continued until the Glorious Revolution, which saw William of Orange and his wife Mary, a Stuart herself, take the throne. Through trials and triumphs, the monarchy endured, paving the way for the House of Hanover. Now we move on to a period of significant change, the reign of the Hanoverians and the Victorians. Our journey through the British royal family tree continues with the Hanoverians, a dynasty that started with George I. A German by birth and the first British monarch to never actually set foot in England prior to his coronation, George I was a man of many firsts. His reign marked a shift in power from the monarchy to the Parliament, setting the stage for the constitutional monarchy we know today. Next came George II, the last British monarch to lead an army into battle. Then there was George III, whose reign was marked by a series of revolutions, the American and French revolutions to name a few. Despite these tumultuous times, George III is perhaps best remembered for his bouts of madness, later believed to be caused by a blood disorder called porphyria. As we move through the family tree, we find ourselves in the Victorian era, named after one of Britain's most iconic monarchs, Queen Victoria. Ascending to the throne at the tender age of 18, Victoria's reign lasted for an impressive 63 years, making her the longest reigning monarch until Queen Elizabeth II surpassed her in 2015. Victoria's reign was marked by significant change. The Industrial Revolution transformed the country, making Britain the most powerful nation in the world. It was also a time of great cultural evolution, with advancements in science, technology, and the arts. Queen Victoria's reign saw the expansion of the British Empire to its greatest extent, covering a quarter of the Earth's land surface. Her 9 children married into royal and noble families across Europe, earning her the nickname, the Grandmother of Europe. The Victorian era marked a golden age for Britain, but the 20th century would bring even more changes. As we continue our journey through the British royal family tree, we'll see how the monarchy adapted to these changes, shaping the course of history in the process. Our journey concludes with the Windsors, the current reigning dynasty. In the year 1910, King George V ascended the throne, marking the beginning of the Windsor era. His reign, though marked by the tumult of the First World War, saw him successfully navigate the constitutional crisis of the time, leading to the establishment of the House of Windsor. Then came Edward VIII, whose reign was brief and tumultuous. His decision to abdicate in 1936, in order to marry Wallis Simpson, a twice-divorced American, sent shockwaves through the British establishment. The throne then passed to his brother, George VI, who, despite his initial reluctance, led the country through the Second World War and the post-war reconstruction. The longest reigning monarch in British history, Queen Elizabeth II, succeeded her father in 1952. Her reign has seen unprecedented changes both within the monarchy and in the wider world, from the decolonization of Africa and the Caribbean to technological advancements and societal shifts. Queen Elizabeth II has reigned through it all, her steady hand guiding the monarchy into the modern era. As we look towards the future, the line of succession is clear. First in line is Prince Charles, the Prince of Wales, followed by his eldest son, Prince William, the Duke of Cambridge. The third in line is Prince George, the eldest child of Prince William and Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge. Each one represents a new generation, a new era, and a new chapter in the enduring story of the British monarchy. The British royal family continues to captivate us with their enduring legacy and place in history. What a journey through time we've taken, exploring the British royal family tree. We've traced the lineage from the first monarchs, the Normans, who laid the foundation of the monarchy, setting the tone for the kings and queens who would follow. The Normans were succeeded by the Plantagenets, whose reign was marked by a significant expansion of the British Empire. Then came the Tudors and the Stuarts, dynasties that are synonymous with some of the most dramatic periods in British history. The Tudor era, with its iconic Queen Elizabeth I, and the Stuart period, marked by civil war and the restoration of the monarchy, have both profoundly shaped British culture and politics. We moved forward in time to the Hanoverians and the Victorians. The reign of Queen Victoria, the longest reigning monarch before Queen Elizabeth II, saw Britain reach the zenith of its industrial, cultural, and political power. Finally, we arrived at the present-day Windsors, a dynasty that has witnessed 2 world wars, the loss of empire, and the transformation of the monarchy into a modern institution. The Windsors' enduring influence is seen in the continuing fascination with royal traditions, events, and personalities. The British monarchy is not just about the succession of kings and queens, it's a rich tapestry of stories, a living history that continues to shape Britain's identity. From the Normans to the Windsors, each dynasty has left an indelible mark on Britain and the world. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the British royal family tree.